So another big component that our configuration management, our huddles provide is documentation. You know, how many times do we build solutions and we say we're going to do documentation eventually, or we have a meeting to update documentation, but somebody bails and we have to reschedule. So our documentation always suffers, or it's always outdated, or it's always behind, you know? We've added a documentation element to this version control system so that our Gen AI that we've created allows us to capture the context of what the solution actually is, the context from the sheet itself, and generates a baseline documentation that's structured and standardized, and will also be connected to versions so that anytime a change is made, our tool that's tracking versions will also be connected to the documentation component and say, hey, it's time to update this documentation. Our Gen AI can generate those updates for you automatically, or you can edit these so that you can use our simple WYSIWYG editor to basically add images. You could add tables. You can customize all this information in here to make it match exactly what maybe the system doesn't know about your solution. You can feed this data into this builder. You can update your documentation, and then also our system will learn from the context you're providing to always improve and make your documentation better over time. Now I'm going to jump back into the Huddle area and show that we also have a documentation component for Huddles as well. I'm going to go ahead and add all of my assets and generate documentation for the Huddle. This is going to pull all that individual tracked item documentation that you just saw and add the context of the Huddle. It's going to add the index of all the different artifacts, and then it's going to build a structural document that allows you to have a package for your build, right? This is a place that's also going to be maintained, and it's also going to have the data that's tied to the versions for the individual artifacts, but then also your Huddle level versions as well, so that your documentation is up to date at the individual sheet, report, and dashboard level, but then also at your solution level.